Morning, Mr. Law.
Morning, everybody. I'm sure there's nobody in here yet, but
You have to say all
uh, anyway, this morning I sharpened 5 blades over the week. Last week while I was at home, I ain't got my sharpener out here yet, but this is not automatic sharpener. I had to do a video on it because this one that I uh, kind of rigged up. But anyway, uh, I'm gonna try one of these. I sharpened one about a week ago, but that's before I had everything better adjusted on my sharpener. And anyway, my little boy this morning is
you were gonna open
there ain't nothing in there. Okay, okay, okay.
the bear with us. Gage has no patience.
Nothing.
He's almost 3. He has no patience. Of course, that's true.
Now get down. Get down. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, the blades a little heavy this morning. Y'all, it is nice out here. It's like when I left the house, it was like 64 degrees. For people that knows Arkansas, that's nice. Oh, my stack of lumber is gone. Of course, that sun's gonna pop up anytime. Start warming up. What? Hang on. Let me set these over here out of the way. Yes, ma'am. Oh. Uh. Mama.
Hello, baby. Oh, just a second.
Huh. Lord, son. Couldn't change the blade. Hmm. This is a HM122 Woodland Mills, and this is how you change the blade on it. No. It's fairly easy to change the blades on them. Always wear gloves though, because this stuff is very sharp. Very sharp. You know, babe, don't let me forget. I need to order another belt for this. I got, the big main one. Cleaning out a little bit, y'all. Always screw this back in the hole there, because if you don't, I dropped it in behind that motor one day up in there, and it was hell to get. Yeah. It's got some boats, a little head of boats up in there it hangs on. You don't watch it. This is the Ripper 37 blade I'm taking off. They're really good blades. And they'll probably be what I sharpen next, but kind of wanting to try out sharpening these other blades first, make until I get it down, just right on sharpening. Don't want to mess up my blades. All right, let me get a blade. Nothing, that's Gage crying for some reason. No, that's good. I got it pretty good. You did it pretty good then. What are you crying about? You've heard it a thousand times. Now you just put that one right back. Put it in them little blocks there, guide blocks down there. I was planning on being out here a lot earlier. It wasn't my wife's fault today. It was mine because just couldn't seem to get up. Well, I woke up at about 3:30, and I said, "Well, that's just too early today." So, hey, from East Texas, how y'all doing this morning? Is it nice and cool in Texas this morning? Boy, we got a cool front in Arkansas. This morning it is nice. I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a scorcher after a while. Huh? I'm not jinxing it, but I just know Arkansas. It is what it is. This morning I'm putting a new, well, it's not a new blade. It's a blade that I sharpened. Bought me a sharpener, and I sharpened 5 of them, and I'm gonna see how it does this morning. Hey, how y'all doing from Louisiana this morning? As I call it, Louisiana. That's how us Southern Arkansas folks call it, Louisiana. Uh, Although we are rivals in football, but I do like Louisiana. I like Louisiana people. There's a lot of good people that live down there. Well, that just don't. Let me see. Wasn't paying attention. And what you're supposed to do on this is, Willa Mills says you're supposed to snug it, turn it to a snug, and then turn it 2.5, three rounds. That's a half. That's 1.5, 2.5. I'm gonna try 2.5. I know it is, but hey, I'm from Arkansas. We call it Louisiana. It's just easy. But anyway, what do you think about football this year? You probably ain't a football fan, but uh, you'd be surprised that the people lives in Louisiana is the Arkansas Razorback fan. It is. I know a bunch of LSU fans, and look, it's just all fun and games. If it comes down to a championship and Arkansas is not in it, I want Louisiana to win. But if we play in each other, of course, I want Arkansas to win. But I'm SEC, so you know. Oh crap! That guy could probably tell you. I forgot who's the name. I like the other guy, the one that was the intern coach. Well, he was. I think they hired him for 1 year. Well, he was in, assistant coach before that. I thought he was a good coach. Les Miles was the coach for years. That man was, to me, a little weird, but he was a good coach. He was a great coach. I thought. I don't understand why Louisiana LSU got rid of him.
He said I'm actually a Miami fan, but half the family are LSU fans.
Miami? What? Miami? What is it, the Miami Hurricanes or something like that?
Half the family are LSU fans, and the other half are Alabama fans. I don't know where I went wrong, LOL.
So nobody is Arkansas fans in your family. Well, that's, how it is.
Yes, sir. I guess the Miami Hurricanes.
Yeah. Let me see. It's got enough water in it to do a little while. And y'all, that's how you change a blade on a HM 122 and all the other blade Woodley Mills from there on up. Let me see. All right, now what I'm going to be doing this morning, I'm going to be cutting up some cedar, and I really want to test my blades and see if they cut good. So everybody cross their fingers. If they don't, then I go back to the drawing board and do it. Change my sharpening techniques.
Some family are Razorback fans. I have a ton of friends that are Arkansas fans. I'm in Kansas City right now doing some work, and there are actually a lot of Razorback fans up here.
Well, I mean, who don't love a good old pig, fat pig? I mean, that's, oh my Lord. Got my wife calling the hogs. My son, he ain't 3 yet, but last year, last season, he was just at the age that he could watch. Really didn't know what he was watching, but get him. He would on in front of the TV when would say touchdown Arkansas, which there wasn't a whole lot of them like that last year. Not a whole lot of touchdowns, but anyway, he'd go touchdown in front of the TV. He gonna be I guess he could be whatever fan he wants to be, but I'm gonna try to teach him to be an Arkansas fan. Yeah, but hey, look, whoever he wants to like, that's his business. So that's how I am. I'm going to try to teach him to be an Arkansas fan. Don't get me wrong. Oh, good Lord, it is. I mean, you tell me another football team that's got a mascot that tastes as good as a hog. Well, the Texas Longhorns now, they have a steer on theirs, but
somebody said he might be an air conditioner.
Hey, that's back when I was a kid, I'm talking about a wee little boy like him. We didn't really have it. We had air conditioners wasn't common of of the poor folks, but we had what they called a water cooler. And some of the folks watching my channel is older folks, and they probably know what I'm talking about. Water coolers look like a big old air conditioner, but you fill it up with water, and it's a fan that sucks air across the water, which was nice. I mean, it was a whole lot better than nothing. But then we got, I remember the first air conditioner. I don't know if it's the first one we had, but when I got actually old enough to remember, we had what they called it was a 32,000 BTU, 32 or 34. It was huge. I mean, it was big as a truck, a car in your window, and had a compressor on that thing about the size of a V8 engine. and you know it sucked some electricity back then because it wasn't nothing energy efficient. That thing would blow, man. I mean, that joker done the job, but of course, I don't even know if you can get window units that big or not anymore.
This is so sweet. I absolutely love y'all's channel. Wife and I are inspired by y'all's love for each other, and I watch for the land tips.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now don't hey, for the married folks out there, I do love my wife and my son more than any. I love them more than my life, my own life. But we still, anybody lives together 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, which we both work. You're gonna have your little squabbles because I don't care how good a marriage looks. If a marriage is just beautiful every time you see it, something's wrong because you're gonna have your little ups and downs and confrontations. Because you don't agree on everything.
Yeah, but we don't hide ours.
No, me and her don't hide ours. You got to watch her because she'll do it right here live. Kind of embarrasses me. I try to hold my hand on my mic. Would you quit hollering at me and stuff like that? She's like, I ain't hollering at you. I was like, you hollering at me now. But
He said we had a water fan like that in my dad's shop, and it was a lot cooler in the shop than the house.
oh yeah, I mean it's not an air conditioner, but it uh it was better than nothing. At nighttime, it was wonderful because the night air, was cooler anyway. And then, you put that there and it was even better. I'm going to cut this log off, I think, to 8 foot, I believe. I'm just going to use my electric saw this morning.
So man of y'all, just a hardworking fellow.
Yeah.
Take to heart everything y'all teach.
Yeah, I'm going to, what he does when he grows up, I guess, is out of my hands, but I'm going to teach him to work and respect his elders and respect everybody. Uh, Respect the land, respect the animals. Don't kill what you don't need unless it's trying to kill you. If it's trying to eat you, you better get rid of it. I'm going to teach him respect. I got 7 other kids, and but I had them all when I was young. And life.
One other boy.
Only one other boy, and I love my kids, all of them the same. And what I've been saying might sound bad, but since me and Angelica got married about almost 2 years ago, be 2 years in October, I think, won't it? 2 years in October. Since we had him, different perspective on life and raising a kid. You just see things, everything different at my age now, and but I'm trying to uh, do change where I might have went wrong on a few of my other ones. I love them all, but I'm trying to do different. And but you learn from your mistakes. Yeah. One thing about getting all that bark on the ground here, you ain't got to worry about hitting dirt and dulling your saw. You hit.
Across the middle of summer doesn't sound like a good idea.
No, that's something else. I don't know.
He asked how much land do we have in total?
Okay, we got 10 acres here. I don't know, almost 10. Well, it's like I actually thought it was over 10 because it's 3.5 down there, and one's 333. Yeah, it's like 9.8 acres, close enough to 10. It's 10 acres here, and it's heavily wooded, uh, except for the front part. And y'all, I need to bush hog. I did bush hog some last weekend. Yeah, after my wife kept on me about doing it. But
You didn't like the prices I found.
yeah, she was talking about getting it done. I'm like, huh? I got an old tractor. This is my 10 acres she's showing you. I don't know. Go back to that blue trailer. Go back there. If you can see a blue trailer through the wood, don't on back. On back, baby. It's back to your left. No, on back, on around to your left. You know your left and right. Well, anyway, it's a blue trailer through yonder, through the woods. My land goes all the way to there, all the way out to this field this way. It's 10 acres, and with Lord let me have it all through God. He let me have it. I started out with 3 acres. The piece of land we sitting on. Well, I think this was about the line of the 2 tracks, and it was 3 acres there. We started off with, and my wife told me about. It. I was like, "Oh, that's too good a deal. You know, you can't get land like that. You know." But anyway, it ended up being uh, true.
Honestly, thought it was a scam.
Yeah, we thought it was a scam, but anyway, we ended up with we
no,
got.
I thought it was a scam. You didn't think it was
Yeah,
a scam. You was like, no, people do that all the time.
You got that turned too much. You need to turn it where they can see me on the mill itself too. Can they see me back here? They can see me right here. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, we got the 3.1 something acres, and we told him. He said if this land next to us come up open, let us know because we want to get it. So it was about 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months rocked on there, and he sent us a message. He said, "Well, the land next to you is coming up for sale." I said, "All right, I want it." So we got it. We ended up with 6.4 acres or something like that, and then the one from there all the way to the road was 3.5 acres. And we told him we'd like to have it too if it comes up. No, it was already up. We just decided to get it.
Yeah, he asked us. He was like, "Hey, track one's open."
Yeah, so we got it. So we got 10 acres here, and it was a blessing of God. It truly was because, I mean, I know 10 acres ain't a lot to a lot of people, but to me, it's a lot. I mean, you can do a lot on 10 acres, and so.
Yeah, he was asking what was our full plan.
Well, my plans was done be out here and build a cabin. I bought this mill, Woodland Mills HM 122. I bought it to cut the lumber to build a cabin. Okay. So people started stopping by wanting to buy lumber. So I started selling lumber. So I sold most of my lumber and getting more orders now than what I can keep up with.
It's so funny. He actually cut the lumber. He had already cut it
Yeah.
for the cabin, and then somebody else was building the cabin, and he had to.
Yeah.
He sold that lumber that we had already cut for the cabin.
So, but we fixing to put what we're planning on doing. If you please like and subscribe too for the folks that's new in here. But and if you don't like subscribe, that's fine. I just appreciate you coming in and watching it. I mean, that's fine too. We looked at one of them cabin sheds. We're thinking about getting. We had one out here, but we went wrong on it. It was way too much money for it and everything else, and it wasn't quite what we wanted. But anyway, we're fitting out one moved out here, and what we're going to do is it's insulated, electric, heat and air, and all that. So we're going to live in it, and then I'm going to start back cutting lumber and let it stack it and let it dry. And then I'm going to build onto the cabin. I want to build a big part onto the cabin. That's what we're going to do. And then when we get out here, my wife's got so many plans. Y'all, I don't know how I'm going to keep up with it.
Yeah, we're gonna have chickens.
This is my beautiful wife.
I want a pig. I want a cow. Eventually build some kind of. I've been looking at play space stuff for Gage. I just need him to cut the lumber. But once we move out here, he'll be working from sun up to sundown.
And I know we don't look opposites attract. We don't look like two people to be a couple. But I met her about 5 years ago. She wouldn't even talk to me then hardly. I said hello, and she's like, "I'm not interested."
I was in a bad space in my life.
Yeah, but still, she went, "I'm not interested," and so I'm pretty persistent. You know, if I see something I want, I'm gonna not forcefully go after it. So y'all don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna stay on it. I'm gonna go after it. You know, and I kept on, and I guess she finally got tired of me. She figured, well, I go out with him because he ain't gonna leave me alone if I don't. So, and then one thing leads another. And now we got a little old uh, Gage uh, is his name. He'll be 3 years old in October 13th.
Yep.
October the 13th, he'll be 3 years old. He's my world. He's her world. He's a wonderful. Well, he's a wonderful kid, but he is a toddler. So
So we are planning on getting a carport to go over the mill.
yeah.
And so since before we got the first plot over there, we got the second plot. I was like, you can have this 3 acres for your shop, all that stuff, but the mill is slowly getting off of that 3 acres.
Yeah, we moved it from back there because there's a mud hole.
It's slowly moving up, and there's like nothing here. But the plan is like do a pond. I want to do like a shooting range because we do carry.
Yeah.
I haven't done any target practice in a couple of years because if you guys do guns, you know, during COVID, it was really hard and really expensive to get bullets. So I haven't done target practice.
And we were saving up what we had because
we were saving because
we didn't know what was going to happen.
So I haven't target practiced in a while. So I want to do like a shooting lane, and then I haven't personally seen any, but Steven has seen deer on the property because it's very wooded back there. It backs up to a pasture. So he wants to put like a stand out there and deer hunt on some of that.
Yeah, the day I come and looked at it, was 4 deer just right out there. 4 that I seen.
Yeah, so that's kind of our plans. You know, the first step really is getting out here because I want to do a garden, but it's kind of hard to do garden, chickens, all that stuff, and we don't actually live here. We live about an hour from our actual land. And we had a hay from Florida, and we are in Southwest Arkansas. The little community we live in is Tulip. I think the address actually is like Leola. We're about 30 minutes outside of Malvern is our next major town, and we're about like 40 minutes from Fordyce.
Yeah.
Fordyce is a little bit farther than Malvern because I think I calculated it up. And if you looked at the news, there was a very deadly shooting at like
a mass shooting.
Mass shooting at the little local grocery store.
It's like 5,000 something people in Fordyce, and I actually knew the guy that done the shooting. I knew him. It was a terrible deal. I think he killed how many?
Like 3 or 4.
No, I thought it was more. Yeah, killed 3 or 4, and injured
a couple people. He injured a couple officers.
Yeah, I think it ended up being 8 or 9 people.
I think so.
10. And I actually knew all the people that was in the store. I was born and raised in Fordyce, so I know pretty much everybody there. I heard about that, and it was like, so it can happen anywhere. You don't got to be in a big town. And but this could have been. I think it could have been halfway prevented because the day or two before, I talked to some people that was in there. Said he come in there and he got mad at a cashier, and I guess kind of into a little bit of a squabble. And he said, "I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be back in a few days. Take care of this." They should have. Law should have went to his house in and I'm sure it was more threatening than that. So you don't take threatening lightly, anymore. People just snap. I mean, really do. And the thing about it, I'm going to say this, and I'm not fighting for gun laws, none of that. But if one of them people or a couple of them people would have had a pistol on them, I don't know why they didn't, because most Arkansas is a carrying state. Most people has pistols. Even my wife has a pistol. I have a pistol. I have one in my pocket right here. If a couple of them people had a pistol, because he come walking from outside, Mad Butcher's got big glass window. It was actually a guy across the road seen him carrying a gun. If somebody would have had a gun, just a pistol, even if they didn't hit the guy, it probably would have, they got cover and shot at him, and it would deter him long enough for the cops to get there. I'm just saying, you can think what you want about guns, but you're not going to keep guns out of criminals' hands because they're going to get it any kind of way. They're gonna get guns, and you never know when somebody might just flip. I mean, I mean, I'm just.
And actually, I don't know about other states, but it's actually kind of easy to get a. We don't have like a 3-day wait in law or anything.
Yeah, you
like
do
that.
on pistols.
Oh, do we?
Yes, you have to run through the ATF and all that
Well,
stuff.
you remember I got my 9 from the gun show. Right
That's
then and
right.
there.
But they still run you through the.
I know, but I'm saying it's not. Most states you have like a 3-day wait
Yeah,
period
yeah,
in case somebody was going to do something like that.
yeah.
You have,
Uh,
but they do run you. They do like ask if you've been like involuntarily committed or any of that stuff like that.
and they check you out too.
But in the Bible Belt, we are all about our guns.
Yeah.
We're all about our weapons.
Well, them folks from Louisiana and Texas, they understand.
We're all about our guns. Somebody asks, "What have you done for a living in your young life?"
Okay.
Steven's done a lot.
Okay. Been a logger most of my life. That is my everyday job. I run a merchandiser on the logging job.
But he's running every piece of equipment.
Yeah, I can run a dozer, backhoe.
He's the man with the cut machine.
Yeah, I can run a cut machine. Anything in the logwoods, anything that's got joysticks and hydraulics and move, I can run it. Not saying I'm the best at it, but I can run it. And but the first job I ever had, well, it was with my daddy in the logwoods. That back then we didn't have all the technology we got now. It was just old cable skidders. I used to walk in behind him in the woods back and forth to the where the logs were, to hook him up, and I drove truck cross country. Done that for a few years. Been most places in the United States. Uh,
In Canada.
yeah, no, I never went to Canada. I wanted to go into Canada. My brother-in-law, who I was driving teams for, he'd been in Canada. I mean, driving teams with. He'd been in Canada, all over Canada. But Canada's a beautiful place, and I like to go there one day. But anyway, and then mostly I worked at Beard and Lumber Company for a while, driving a lift, a big log lift, carrying logs from the wet yard up to the deck where they cut them up at. But mostly, I've been in logwoods all my life, so I'm a logger by I'm a third generation logger, I guess, third or fourth. My son's a fourth. I'm a third generation, and but yeah, that's what I've mostly done all my life.
Adrian said, "Hey, Steven, how are you today?"
Hey, that's a regular there. How you doing?
And our Florida person, Jasper, Florida. He's a commercial painter slash waterproofer. I guess he
Oh,
has
okay.
22.5 acres.
How much?
22.5.
Oh, that's nice. That's a fair sized piece of land. I wished I had. Well, I'm happy with my 10, but 22 and a half would be nice. Let me see.
It's some Arlene said that's what I was thinking would be a great place to get some old deer meat.
Yeah, I love deer hunting. Like I say, I don't kill nothing I don't eat. Uh, just that's the way I was raised.
They are just right up the road. I'm from Ruston, Louisiana. I guess before I saw them.
Oh yeah. Well, he probably heard about that deal at Fordyce.
The Coach Bear Bryant Stumping Grounds, Fordyce, Arkansas.
Yeah. Hey, look here. And that thing about it, he was one of the greatest coaches ever, and in my opinion, greatest Alabama coach ever. And he was from right here in Arkansas. So Nick Saban was pretty good, but I think Bear Bryant was better. I got.
Said, I know in Missouri you can be 18 to buy an assault weapon, but 21 to buy pistols and cigarettes.
Yeah. You got to be 21 to buy a cigarette too. Well, you got to be 21 to even buy a gun here. I don't think you can do it at 18.
I don't know. I was older.
I don't believe you can. I think you got to be 21.
Yeah, I didn't have my first gun until I met Steven.
Yeah, I took her shooting for the first time. She loved it. I let her shoot my AR, my 223, and she never shot through a scope before. And hell, she shot better the first time through a scope than I do, and I've been shooting through a scope all my life. So
Said lots of logging in North Louisiana. I have many friends that are loggers.
yeah, I've worked down in Bernice, Louisiana, and all down in there.
And they have a fully auto 30, 50, and I think 72 cal air guns now. Even the felons can have these now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because of air guns. They're not gunpowder.
Guy said tragic event that happened. I had just stopped there the day before it happened.
Yeah, it did. It's sad when any innocent person gets killed, and and this sounds bad, but the guy that done the shooting didn't even get killed. He got injured, but in a bigger city where more that goes on, they would have killed him. I'm just going to tell you. I mean, why waste money to send him to court and all that? He's guilty. You called it. I mean, we all innocent until proven guilty. But when when the gun's in your hand and they're shooting at you and you shooting, it's no jury needs to decide whether you done it or not. You proof right there. That's the end of the story. That's my belief. People can take what they want out of it, but I don't think he ever should have walked away from there because he don't deserve, because he didn't give them other people he killed an opportunity. He didn't say, "Look, do you want to die today? Let me judge you now and see if he didn't do that. He just started killing people." So that's just my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're defending yourself or your family, somebody's trying to hurt you or trying to kill you, then it's your right, God-given right, to to defend yourself or your family. And if you happen to kill somebody and while you're doing it, that's perfectly fine. Killing anybody is not fine, but what I'm saying is you have a reason. You're trying to protect you or your family. So don't get me wrong. But that guy wasn't protecting nobody. He just decided he wanted to go kill people.
I absolutely agree with you, sir. And the guy with the 22.5 acres, he said it's only nice when you're not bush hogging that sucker. I sewed off 10, tempted to do the last 10, keep the 12.5.
Uh, I don't have hard time enough, and I ain't bush hogging a dang piece of hell. It's not even a quarter an acre.
Yeah, there's not much frontage.
Is that John coming? Uh, he needs to come on down here. I owe him $100. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to back up and get this log off, babe, so I can straighten that up. Let me get the tractor cranked up. Yeah, I'm finna lay a log up on that mill, so I'll be gone out of here. You could take this. You go. I'm gonna give my wife the microphone.
I don't want to hear me ramble. Back on topic, LOL. What will this cedar wood be used for? They won't be able to hear you. You give me the mic. So I got a customer that messaged me on Facebook. What, baby? They emailed me that messaged me on Facebook the other day. From Texarkana. I think the Arkansas side. You know about the tractor? Well, if I move my leg, you can get up here. Is that what you want? You want to ride? They were needing. Said she was helping somebody to remodel a house. They were needing like 30 1x6s by 8, 30 was it 1x6s? And 30 1x8s by 8 foot, and then 20 of 1x10s and 1x12s to remodel a house. And so our cedar runs $250 a board foot. We had like one cedar tree on our property, and we have a couple on our line on our road over there. We have some cedar, but they're not really big enough to cut, so we actually buy our cedar. So we really can't afford to sell it much cheaper than $250 a board foot, or like $2 a board foot for like grade 2 wood. We got in cedar in northern Arkansas, and that was already cut and loaded for us. This last time we got cedar if you look back at some of our videos, I think it's the Great Cedar Adventure, we actually had to go and cut it. It was loaded first with a tractor, but we had to actually go physically cut it. Let's see what we got. So you can like and subscribe here on YouTube. And in our bio on our YouTube channel, we have a business page, Wall's Meal, that you can connect and message us on there. And we just love everybody. We love our viewers. We love our subscribers. We love sharing what we're doing. We might not be doing everything right, but this is the way we do it. I'm 31, and so I'm learning a lot from my husband. We also have our neighbors down the street are also YouTubers. They have the Two Sisters Homestead. If you want to view their channel and subscribe, they do a lot of gardening. They have chickens and stuff already. Um, and we've done a couple videos with them. They're actually the ones we just cut up 108 fence posts for. Sorry, Steve was talking to me. Kind of got distracted. Um, so yeah, we're just slowly learning and taking it day by day and taking you guys, taking you on this journey with us. And so we both always wanted land. And like I said, when I seen this on Facebook, I was like, that's too good to be true. There's no way you can get owner finance land for that little. And Steve was like, no, it's probably not a scam. People do all that stuff all the time. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for subscribing to Sisters. They're amazing. Like I said, they do a lot of gardening and chickens. They have 4 plots of 3 acres each. So they have like 2 plots on one side of the road, and they just bought the 2 plots on the other side of the road. They like make jam and jelly. She was making pickles the other day. Their garden is like all organic. They try not to use any pesticides or anything like that. And so, like I said, this has always been a dream of both of ours to get land. Didn't think it would ever be possible. And it's all about building a legacy for that little boy. This will be something that, when we're going, he has his land and he'll have the skills and the means to do for himself and not depend on anybody. Actually, when he gets school age, I'm actually going to be homeschooling him, but we have a couple more years for that. I currently work for the great state of Arkansas. I work in the child abuse division, which I don't talk much about because we get a very bad rep. So I don't really talk about my job as often, just because we get a really bad rep, and I don't like disclosing what I do. Hold on, baby. Let me get Daddy in the mic. Hold on, let me get Daddy in the mic. I have a couple of questions, but
Okay. Oh, I'm back. Well, that ain't the way I wanted. Whew. All right, I gotta let these down a little bit. I'll be cutting probably 6-inch out of this one because it's small. Hey, babe, bring one of them drinks back when you come. So how's everybody doing this morning? And for the people that's just coming in, this is HM 122 Woodland Mills bandsaw mill I'm using. Uh, this is I'm cutting cedar this morning. What? Get on. Get on. You ain't getting his food.
You have a lot of stories.
Go. Go.
Somebody said I was looking at the air pistols, man, 30, 50 caliber. The things are hitting like 9 millimeters. I think 15 meters, 30 feet.
Yeah, them things are. If it was a metal bullet like a pellet gun coming out, hell, a pellet gun's dangerous. It was because they got competition pellet rifles that will kill you. I mean, uh,
He said I'm trying to keep mine as much wood as I can, but also manageable with the snakes and stuff.
yeah, we have snakes here. That's
Well,
one.
I'm not seeing any snakes.
That's the one from Louisiana.
No, I think he's from Florida.
Oh, okay.
We haven't seen any snakes per se on our property, have we? You have told me.
No, I hadn't.
I don't want to jinx it. I know the sisters have.
Yeah. All right, I gotta crank this thing up. I don't know when the last time I put gas in it.
Randall has said, "How can I become friends, Stephen? It seems like everything you're doing and saying is exactly like we feel. We are also thinking about moving from Texarkana area to the Arkansas area."
Oh, you must live on the Texarkana, Texas side, or and yeah. Look, Texarkana has done got to be a pretty big place. I mean, a lot of people. Uh, but yeah, and I just talk about the way I feel. I don't know if that's the right way or that's the best way, but when people voluntarily take other people's lives over nothing, for no reason. I mean, what other justice is it besides they shouldn't be above the ground anymore? I mean, they give they didn't give them people opportunity to live. All they gave them is death. And one of them persons there was killed was I think a 20-something-year-old girl.
She had a 10-month-old baby.
23-year-old girl had a 10-month-old baby. So where was her rights? Who gave her the chance? Did he didn't give her the chance to live? He killed her. Period. He should have never walked away from her. He would. That's the reason why I couldn't be a cop, because he should have left in a body bag. I mean, in them bigger cities, them units, he would have never walked away from her. More than likely, they would have shot him in the head to start with. And that's exactly what he deserved. That's my opinion. And I'm not a mean person. I'm not.
Can you look at these comments? Because Gage is calling about eating. I gotta go back to the truck. There's a lot of comments.
Well, go ahead to the truck, get that, and you can.
I was asking, is the dimensions actual dimensions
Well, it's according to what you want cut. I'm cutting the actual 1x6s, 1 inch thick, 6 inches wide. It's what I'm cutting on this order. That's what they want. I just got through cutting the order for the two sisters that was dimensional lumber, like you buy from the box store. That's what they wanted. So, and that's what I give them. But most of the time, mine is dimensional. True lumber is what I cut. Let me get this thing cranked up, y'all. That been cranked in a few days. What I love about Kohler is a good engine. That's what it's got on it, is a Kohler engine. 7.5 horsepower. You can get this same mill with a 9.5 or 9 horsepower. The same mill. Well, do I wish I'd got the 9? Well, yeah, I mean, in a way, because, more power you got, the less pressure it is on the motor, the longer it'll last. Go ahead with the comment.
Somebody who lives in Pocahontas said they didn't even hear about the shooting.
They never heard about it?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah. This happened a few weeks ago. He had a tactical shotgun, and I think he was pretty much dressed in gear. And but yeah, yeah. One guy that 23-year-old was his niece or something, or he was kin to her. So he got out of his truck, went back in, and I'm surprised none of these had a weapon. None of these people had a weapon. He went back in, and the guy shot him right in the chest, and he actually drove from Mad Butcher's. I think he died outside the hospital, Courthouse Hospital, which the hospital from Mad Butcher's just. I mean, it ain't 300 or 400 yards, 500 yards across the road back. I mean, that's where my first child was born at was Courthouse Hospital, 36, 37 years ago. No, no, that thing broke. What? Broke?
I don't know.
What in the world? Well, broke a blade, folks. That's the reason why I quit using these blades. The reason why I went to the Ripper 37s. Yeah, it broke.
Texarkana said we were going to need some logs to frame out a carport outside our 2-car garage. We were trying to spruce up the place before putting it on market. And I told everybody that we have a link to our business Facebook.
Yeah.
In the comments, they can
yeah, I believe that. I just broke a blade. Y'all just seen it live here from the Laws Homestead. Yeah, I see today is not going to go very well for me. Y'all see what I talking about? Broke a blade when I opened it up.
Louisiana said I subscribed to our channel and Two Sisters channel.
Yeah, yeah, they're a friend of ours.
We tell them that they, do organic, chicken.
Yeah.
They do canning. Like that.
They just picked up a big order for me yesterday. 112 4x4 posts, 6 foot long. They said they're gonna need 140 more. Yep.
Great job.
Dang. I bet it broke in the well. What do you want to bet? It guarantee it did.
Other guy from Florida, I think. So we have a couple of meals like yours here, and they seem to do pretty well. And I think you're doing it for yourself. So the harder you work, the better off for the boss.
Yeah.
He said, "Can you answer a question for me? I've been through Arkansas a bunch, and when I go, I always see purple paint everywhere, all over the rocks, the side of the roads."
That's private. That's deer hunting. That's deer leases. Purple paint is deer lease paint. They got it leased, so it's actually private land. Once they paint it, lease it, and paint it, if you get caught hunting on it, you can actually go to jail, get fined. So just be wary of that. But that's what the purple paint is.
He said, "I think it's because it's the lowest state for people that can read right, and it means no trespassing. At least that's what a gas station attendant told me. Very rude."
That's funny.
We said somebody told him that.
From Arkansas? Yeah, well, that's what it's for. And, you just can't, you try to put up a sign, and a lot of people puts up signs, but if you try to put up a sign ever so many feet, because you're supposed to have it ever so many feet apart, but that's what it is what the heck is he doing? Getting my tools? That's foul. You need to get that. That's dangerous. It might not be dangerous for him, but it's dangerous for us because he'll poke the crap out of us. Yeah, they are. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, you paid for the name." No, Kohler is actually a good engine. Let me see that, please. Thank you. No, that's too dangerous. No, you can cry all you want. You cry now and you're not hurt, but you cry later, you might be hurt.
blade broke. The day isn't off to a good start.
No, it ain't. Which these blades done been sharpened before. They're actually pretty old blades. And they was some of them was the bimetal blades, and I don't remember which ones it was now. So they're not as good of blades as now. Some of them was better blades. I don't remember which ones is which, but now I'm keeping my Ripper 37 separated.
And they said, "Oh, okay, our deer leases are marked with white or orange."
Really? Huh. Well, you can see that pretty good. But that's what the purple paint is.
Mr. Lee's in here. He said, "Good morning. Another long day working. You taking the boss lady to a nice dinner?"
If my boss lady got the nice dinner money, hey, hell,
Funny,
you know how it is. Don't put no thoughts in her head. Shit, we'll eat some bologna and cheese.
Actually, Lee, Steven's the one with the champagne taste.
Yeah, I am.
And caviar dreams. He's one who I'm like, "Oh, you want to get something to eat? Oh yeah, where's a nice place I can get a steak? Let's go to Colton's." He likes Colton's. He was super mad that Colton shut down Hot Springs because that was his favorite one.
Well, you could get what, $3 beer?
Yeah. Well, there's one in Benton, but apparently you don't
Yeah.
like that one.
Well, it's further.
Is it?
Well, no, I don't guess it is. But I mean, we're usually always up at Hot Springs because that's where my wife's from, Hot Springs.
Yeah, I was telling them my job.
Lee, I just put a resharpened blade on there, which that's the second or third time it's been sharpened. So,
You got your money's worth?
yeah, I actually did. But still, it don't make you feel no better when you break a blade because that's I actually got a wire welder, but I don't know if I'm good enough to, because that hadn't broken the weld. The one before that had broken the weld, and you can actually weld them back and use them some more. I might have had it too tight. Maybe my snug is tighter than Woodley Mill snug. I just put that in 2.5. We'll see what 2. We'll see what that does.
You don't have to close the other side first? Oh, I thought you
Nope. Nope. See that?
I gotta double check you sometimes.
Yeah.
So a good supervisor does.
Oh, supervisor now. I got you.
Well, I can't actually work, so.
Yeah, you work pretty hard. You take care of a 3-year-old boy. That's pretty hard work. And whoever thinks it's not hard work, they don't know what the heck they talking about. I couldn't do it. I love him to death, but he is a handful. Okay, y'all just see me change another blade. Let's cross our fingers. Oh, and it was cutting. I mean,
you were just about to praise it.
Yeah, it was cutting like butter. That's just and it broke like butter too. Move back, son. Get this bad boy cranked up. Let me let it down some so I can. May try this again, y'all. Everybody cross the fingers. Look like I'm gonna see what it does. Yeah, my water ain't running. I guess every now and then you gotta open that up. There. Gets a little trash in that valve. Oh man, that thing is getting. Well, crap. Today is not my day. I ain't got them low enough. Oh boy, I tell you. You know, you have days like this. Like, I don't know. You just have days like this. And today is my day. But you know what? I'm not going to let it beat me. Be back up and restart. Because that, I can live with that. Pretty
I
sure.
said my wife and myself burn water.
Burn what?
Water.
Really?
I said people get cooked. Move
Yeah.
Gage.
Move. Yeah.
Somebody said it will get better. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It'll get better. It will get better. Hey, I'm just happy to, thankful to be alive. So it's not a super bad day after all.
Said when I have a bad day, grab everything, go fishing. You're the boss.
Yeah. Which one is that? Lee? Yeah. I'm tell you what, you love fishing, don't you? Yeah. I do need to go fishing, but I really do.
The guy said myself and my wife and myself burn water. He said I'm 60, she's 58. Love those gourmet McDonald's burgers. LOL.
All right. Hey, the Big Mac, love the Big Mac, which is not they done changed the taste of them a little bit, but I still love them.
Wow, that is good. It does do a great job.
Yeah, it really does a good job. Uh, well, it I just sharpened them blades. Broke one a while ago. It seemed like they couldn't. Going to cut pretty good though. These small logs, you really have to be careful how much you take off because you know you ain't got much room for air. Trying to get 6 inch out of this, but it's going to be close because it wasn't about 8 inches or 9 inches down there. Dirt right there. When you clean the log off, uh, where the blade goes in at is where you want to make sure it's clean. Cause well, mine I just 10-6, but uh, You can get 6 foot extensions. I know people on YouTube has got that can cut 24-foot logs. I mean, you can just keep adding.
What are you gonna add on your
Uh, I got a little tractor, so 16-foot wood. That's this small log. It's just really too big for my tractor because I got some big logs. Yeah, I do need to add an extension onto it. Uh,
Oh,
Go ahead.
he said, my friend, I'm trying to be semi-retired eventually. Helps me get there. Get on, get the net.
Yeah. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm semi-retired too. I got one full-time job, one part-time job. So that's semi.
Other guy from Louisiana said, what do y'all do with the scrap cedar?
We sell it. Uh, well, we did. Well, no, we didn't sell no first cuts, but we actually did sell some live edge slits, glitz. I mean, slits. Hell, I'm thinking of beer, I guess. Glitz. But yeah, we sell these. How much are they? If you Yeah, $3 a piece, you come and pick out what you want. Yeah. If I get enough of them, I might even give them away. Hell, let me see. See, I can only go. I need to get 6 inches that I can cut 6-inch boards out of. I can go down a little bit more. Uh,
They should put somebody saw, but it's like $20.
uh,
Right out here at the sunlight.
yeah. That thing is cutting, babe.
Okay. I gotta pay nothing for these.
Whew. How's everybody doing here this morning? With people just coming in, and then people's already come in since I said cutting with HM 122 Woodland Mills, cutting cedar this morning, trying to get 1x6s out of that one little log there.
So since you talked about how long you can cut, how wide can you cut?
Uh, I can cut, well, the mill says a 22-inch diameter, but I have put 24-inch diameter on it. It's a job, but I have cut it. So, yeah, you can cut up to about 23, really, diameter log.
Y'all just cut sell cedar or do you cut all kinds?
Oh, I got bukus of pine logs. Uh,
So what kind of wood you cut?
I cut pine, cedar. Uh, I can cut hardwood. I don't normally cut it. Never cut hardwood on it. But I can cut any kind of wood you know, about anything you want me to cut.
He said you're stubborn like my dad. Working is what gave him long, happy life.
Yeah, I guess yeah, my dad, he worked up to about a year and a half, 2 years before he actually died. He was a he was a tough man. I'll never be that tough. He was a different breed to me. Way different. My daddy was a good man too. He was a good man. Redwood? I never. No, we don't have that here in Arkansas. Uh, that I know of, and I've been all around Arkansas. But where's he from?
I think he's from Florida.
Huh. Yes, we have lots of red oak, white oak, pin oak, post oak, cherry trees, hickory. Actually, people don't realize how pretty hickory lumber is. It's pretty lumber. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hickory's made. Uh, Most companies used to use hickory for hammer handles, axe handles, uh, split maul handles, because the hickory is pretty hard. Anything that you wanted that needed to be hard, hickory was used for. We have lots of hickory. We have a lot of oak. That's one thing we have a lot of. We still have a lot of it. Yeah, it's what they mostly, which a lot of, well, they use it to smoke wood too. And he uses red oak to smoke with? Huh. Never tried that. Poplar trees? We don't have them here that I know of. Unless somebody, planted them. We have, we have a hell of a variety. We got sycamore, beech, uh, black locust, willows, uh, maple trees, red oak, white oak, pin oak, post oak, what they call overcup oak. If you look at the acorns, if you look at a regular acorn, the overcup, the top of the acorn will almost cover the whole acorn. I guess that's the reason why they call them overcut. My what? Uh, Shoot, I don't know what all trees we got. We got lot of trees, but we don't have poplar or redwood or any of that. Well, look at that wood, y'all. Beautiful. Oh, let me see what I got going on here. 6. Take a little bit. You know what? No, better not do that. Tell you what. I'll go ahead and flip it. This actually got some pretty nice wood in that one. Where'd your mama go? I sat there talking to your mama and she's not even here. And why I loved working with cedar is one of the things I like about it is it's light. It is very, very light. What? What are you saying? Oh, that's good, ain't it? Yummy, yummy. Huh?
I mainly use post oak if I can find it. I've used some black walnut on brisket, but it has a strong taste and puts on a really nice sharpener.
Post oak, you use the post. Oh, we got bukus of post oak. A lot of it. Huh? I didn't know. See, I learned something today. I've never. I don't know if I've heard of anybody using that, so I have to try it one of these days. Sounds good though. Make you hungry. Uh, no and yes. You can't. You got certain things you can do like well, actually the state don't regulate it because well, us, Texas, and Mississippi, I think, are still uh uh what do you call it? We don't have like we ain't got to get permits to work certain tracks and all that. The other states off in other states you do, but we're still a voluntary state on that because our loggers abide by the rules pretty good. So the creeks and streams, we don't we leave wildlife management barriers. Our creek we put a creek crossing. You only allowed one creek crossing every so often. Then you gotta when you tear it out, it's gotta look like it did before you crossed it. You gotta take care of it. And I agree with all that. So, but no, we're still pretty much voluntary.
Do you or would you do firewood for grilling?
Would I? Yeah. Would I cut firewood for grilling?
Yeah.
I I don't do it because I ain't cutting no oak, and this pine ain't no good to do anything. But yeah, I would. Arkansas, Southwest Arkansas. We are in the actual town we're in is Tulip, Arkansas, is where my mill is. It's in Southwest Arkansas. Well, that stubborn thing don't want to. D Gray? D Gray? Where's that at? Oh, probably. Probably not. I don't know where it's at. Maybe you could tell us where it's at. Exactly, where it's at. Where? Oh yeah, I know where BB is. That's the above Little Rock up there. Y'all look at that blade cutting. I mean, I'm just barely pushing this mill. That thing is cutting. Well, my water ain't. Huh? Nah, my water ain't. Yes, I know where it's at. Now that he told me the location.
Speaking of Cersei, do you know anybody with Cedar up there?
Yeah, hey, that's right. I'm glad you thought about that, babe. You know anybody got some cedar they want to sell? Because I need to buy some.
I love what you're doing.
Yeah, thank you.
You have black walnut out there.
I don't have none on my property that I know of. Now I've walked over it several times, but black walnut is some pretty lumber. But as far as I know, I don't have black walnut on my place. You take off another half inch.
Cutting trees near streams and lakes in Maryland, you have to get a permit to pay fees.
Yeah, so you ain't got to do that in Arkansas. Uh, we which we abide by all the laws already. So they come out and check it. Like you got foresters and stuff like that comes out and checks it. Now he's over there chasing the dogs. Just a minute ago he was running from them. Oh, hey, you need to. I need to. Here, you want to talk to him while I go do this? I gotta go take care of some business, folks. I'll be right back.
Hello. I don't know much about cutting lumber or any of that. Thank you so much for coming in, Mr. Walton, Mr. Pittman. Hey, that's our coach. We have Coach Pittman here in Arkansas, our football coach. We love Sam. Definitely, if you're ever down in this area, you can comment on our YouTube, or like I said, in our channel, we have our business page, the Lost Mill. I'm actually gonna cut this off for a second. We have Laws Mill on Facebook that you can message us on there, and we show a lot of the lumber that we've been cutting. So we're usually out here only on the weekends unless Steven's off from work. But hopefully pretty soon we'll be moved out here full time, and you just follow the sawdust to us. We're kind of back up in the cut in here. So this is the Woodland Mills HM122. He chose the Kohler Command Pro 7 horsepower engine. So this is Woodland Mills entry mill, and he paid about $2,600 for it after taxes. But we did have like free shipping, but now they're doing flat rate shipping, which I think is like $200. And it comes on a big freight truck. So if you buy one, you have to be present to get it and sign for it. Comes in like a million little pieces, like building a kid's toy. It comes in a million little pieces. This head is like super, super heavy. So we had to put it all together. It took us about 2 days, give or take. We didn't have a YouTube then when we were putting it together. We would have had videos of it. But he has done some upgrades. He's got like this extension on here. I'm not gonna move it because I might not be able to move it. And there is other like upgrades he can buy, like he talked about the extension, and there's other stuff that he can do to it. So like I said, we bought it just to kind of mill our own lumber, and then our neighbors kind of started stopping by and started wanting lumber. Like we have two neighbors. We have one neighbor that finished his cabin down here, and we have another one over here that's building like a 16 by 40 that he's currently building on. That he's gotten some he's gotten some 1x4s and got some 2x4s, and he's actually getting more 2x4s. So our plan, because you've been watching our videos, we had a beautiful shed that was over here. It was very beautiful. It was a 16 by 40. I loved it. We got it from Ideal Storage Sheds from Sawmill, Oklahoma, but it was very expensive. It was about $900 a month, but it had insulation. It had the mini split. We added on like some shutters and some extra windows and bigger windows in the front. But when we got that, we didn't have the mill. So we didn't know about building onto it. We just thought that was going to kind of be it. And then we would build onto it in the future as we can afford to, buy lumber from Lowe's. Thank God we got this, because Lowe's and Home Depot is expensive on their lumber. And it's not good quality grade stuff anyway. And if you bought lumber from them, it's dimensional. It's not true lumber. And Steven cuts true lumber unless the customer wants dimensional. Like the two sisters Homestead YouTubers down the road, they've gotten some dimensional lumber for chicken tractor, and they got dimensional lumber for their fence posts that they're going to be putting on their property across the street. So they have like two plots on this side and then 2 plots on the other side. So we have a lot of trees out here. There's some dead trees that Steven needs to cut down that we haven't got cut down yet. And he's a logger by trade, so any of like the logs that the mills can't take, he's brought them out here for us to mill up. The guy that we're buying the land from, because our land is owner financed, he's cleared off some more plots. So if anybody's looking for land, our landowner Justin, it's Countryside Land and Cattle, I think is the business name. He's clearing off a couple of plots down here. He's building some like across the street. There's a couple that they're clearing out, and there's some on the road front too on the highway. And then he's got a couple of plots back up in Leola Two, super nice guy. They're like 3 acre plot. Most of them are 3 acres. We have some of the bigger ones. Actually, our neighbors that are building the 16 by 40, their plot is like 4.2 acres. Um, they're usually 3 acre plots, and it's like $500 down plus 150 for the ownership document. So it's like 650 down, and it's only like 249 a month, which is like super cheap. Which is why when I saw it, I was like, "That's a scam. There ain't no possible way." But Steve was like, "Yeah, there's a possible way." And so we drove out here and we saw the signs, and we actually, oh Lord, Gage is running out in the streets. I had to get on to one of our neighbors. They're actually friends with the two sisters down there. He bought one of the plots out here. We were standing here, I think it was 4th of July, and he comes zooming through this road like it's a really private road. There's a bunch of kids here. He was flying up through here. And so when we went down there for their 4th of July thing, I had already told Lacey about it because she came down here to get us. And she got onto him, and I'm like, "Hey, you need to stop flying. Next time you fly through there, I'm gonna shoot your tires out because you don't know." And he was like, "I can stop. I can stop." Like, no, like we've cut our grass, but like our grass is super tall on the road, and we got a little taller. He's 3 years old. I was like, he's about as tall as the grass. He could run down the road, and trying to overcorrect you could hit my kid, and Steven would have shot him. He would have unlived him if that would happen. So Steven said the next time he came through here, he was like creeping like snail pace. Steven was like, "You made him mad." I was like, "I don't care. That's my child." Like, and there's a bunch of kids that play on the street. Some of these kids play outside without, adults present. You don't know. You don't need to be zooming down this road. It's not a highway. It's a little private road through here. It's all families and stuff that live out here. So, our phones have good, um, pick up pretty good. I know, I'm not sure who like the internet providers are out here because, like I said, we're not living out here full time. I know the two sisters have, I think it's Starlink. They said it was like $1,000 for the equipment. So I don't want to pay $1,000 for equipment. So hopefully there's something else out here. So where we're at, there's really nothing here. And so about 10-15 minutes down the road, there's a beer store, not a liquor store. It's a beer store. They only sell beer. They have some wine. They only sell beer. They have ice machine. They have Hunt's Brothers Pizza. If you ever try them, we love to get their pizza, especially on a Saturday after working out here. We like to order us a pizza and get us a cold one after work. So that's about 10 minutes down the road, and then about 15-20 minutes there is a little corner grocery store, a little gas station, and there's a restaurant that's across the street that's open up like Wednesday through Saturday. That's really really good food. And then you have Leola. That's about 15-20 minutes. They have like 2 or 3 meals. They have a really big meal, a West Fraser meal, and they have a pole meal, like for like telephone poles. And there's a Dollar General and a Circle K. And so like our nearest like Walmart, our nearest like big town would be Malvern. And Malvern is about 30 minutes, 25-30 minutes up the road. And there's, Super Center, all that stuff. And then if you go in the other direction, about 35-40 minutes, there's Fordyce. And Fordyce has a little baby Walmart. And if you've been in the news the last couple of weeks, Fordyce is where they had the mass shooting at the local grocery store. You need to text that Jackson and tell him to get it. Okay. Look at it. Y'all had to chase my son down the road. Kind of follow John. Let me see. I had to take care of a little transaction. I can't hear you. I don't even know where his phone is. Called me last night, or last night. Whew. I had to take care of a little transaction. All right. Back to my rat killing. We're discussing, somebody was asking about internet service. Oh, yeah. That's 6 inches. Internet, and I said I didn't know. And the sisters have like $1,000 equipment they bought. Yeah. They're hoping that
Yeah.
They said they have T-Mobile Wi-Fi on their property and works well out here. I think it's $55 a month. I'm not sure they are.
Yeah.
And I was telling about the guy speeding to the road, and one of our friends said I have to get onto some of these knuckleheads around here about speeding through the neighborhood, especially when the kids are out.
Yeah. My wife got on a boy the other day pretty hard, but my son just run out in the road then, which he ain't supposed to, but he does. He's 2.5 years old. And see, this is a private road. It's not a county road. It's a private road. And it ain't about maybe a mile long to the end of it. So where in the hell you got that you got to run 40 mile an hour? I mean, down this road, it's nonsense.
And I was telling him you said the next time he came through here, he was like creeping.
Yeah, he was. I mean, I'm like, something wrong with his truck because I was sitting there watching him. He watching him. I'm like, now he's taking it. I mean, he took it literally. He drives slow. He's a good boy, but you know how young people are. They just don't realize what can happen. Stuff like that can happen so quick. You find his number, tell him he needs to come on. So we ain't gonna be here all day. See how that thing's sitting? That thing cutting like it as good as it was when it was brand new.
You were going, but first of all, Mr. Pittman, I was like, oh, Sam Pittman's our coach.
Yeah.
He said, I hope to see y'all at Beer 30. Don't be late. Love what you're doing, man. Love you. Love you. Good luck to you tomorrow.
All right. Hey, before you leave, if
We already won.
if he's not gone, please like and subscribe. And he's probably already subscribed.
And our friend from northern Louisiana said, I would love to stop by there and meet y'all and check out y'all's property. Travel to the area. Y'all seem like hardworking, down to earth people. Just good old nice.
Well, I tell you what, if you're ever down this way, you're more than welcome. Everybody's welcome here. Yeah, we are. We just. I mean, if you know anything about Arkansas, we just good old Southern Arkansas people. I like everybody. I mean, I don't meet strangers. Uh, so yeah, stop by here one day. We're mostly right now out here on weekends, Saturday and Sundays, but pretty soon we're gonna be out here. Pretty soon we're gonna be out here full time. So that blade is really surprising me. Boy, is that some pretty lumber or what? Huh. Beautiful stuff there. Huh? Yeah, I got a lot of water coming out of that. Putting a lot of water on that blade, making that sawdust moist. Yeah. On the wood or what? Let me go ahead and cut one out. Or you can film it while I'm cutting it. You show them that wood. For the people that just came in here cutting 1x6s cedar lumber, 1x6s, on the HM 122. I back my blade over running that way you can see. Yeah, actually, there's some water, a little bit of water. Let me get the sawdust. That's what it looks like if you put some kind of liquid glass or something like that. Tell me that ain't beautiful. Yeah, pretty stuff. Yeah. Sure wasn't expecting them blades cut that good.
From Louisiana saying really nice cut there.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I take pride in my meal being set up correct, level. I'll give y'all, I'll let y'all see these after I lay them out here, after I get through cutting. Ooh, I have to move that down a bit. A little close. Ugh. All right, let me try that. Hurry up, he couldn't feel it. Woo! He ever text you back? Well, I was going to show him a picture of this forage cut. I think I got 6 out of it. Whoops, sorry. That's what I got out of that log there. Got 6 1x6s. Very beautiful. Oh, sorry. Whew. We're using uh, uh, iPhones, Apple iPhones, and I don't know what the microphone is. My wife will be back in a minute. I have no idea. And let me see. Appreciate it. Yeah, I sharpened that blade myself at home. It's not one of the fancy high dollar uh, sharpeners, but as y'all can see, it cuts true. It's level, cuts true, cuts really good. Surprised me actually, because I hadn't. That's just 6 blades I've sharpened since I've had the mill. I bought new ones and I took the last ones to a guy over at uh, Oklahoma to sharpen, $10 a blade. So I bought that sharpener for like 100. Well, it's less than $100, and I'm gonna do a video of me sharpening the blades actually, in the next day or two of me sharpening some more blades. But anyway, I had to move a little few things around on this and that. They got it set up pretty good actually. So, and, and the thing about it is, the better blades that you buy, the more times you can resharpen them. Some of the cheaper ones they'll break, like the one I did. Well, the more okay, the less you add sharp because they last long because they're harder steel, but the more time they can be sharpened, resharpened. Like that one I broke this morning had been bought it new, used it thin, then had it resharpened once, used it, and that was the third time it resharpened and it broke in the weld. So This one's one I resharpened. I don't know. And see, I mixed them in. I uh, don't remember which ones was the. Now, my Ripper 37s I'm keeping separated because they're totally different breed of blades. Uh, so I'm going to resharpen them next since I think I might resharpen a few more of these, the blades, before I start sharpening my Ripper 37s. I still got 3 or 4 more over there that needs to be sharpened. And I'm sure I got some more around here somewhere. And I want to buy me a new set of Ripper 37s, but that's $235 to have them delivered for the blades and have them delivered. And that don't sound like much for a lot of folks, but $235 is $235. Southwest Arkansas. The Tulip, Arkansas is the exact place that we in. But Southwest Arkansas is where we located. Watch it. Figure I'd blow some dust off of it. And I need to take my tractor and take my forks off and scoop that up. My sawdust mountain there. That is officially called Cedar Mountain. Right there. Right there. Right here in Southwest Arkansas. Cedar Mountain. That's the official name of that right there. Yeah. Yeah. I actually need to cover it. I wanted to kind of scoop it back and cover that whole area back there with cedar. What? You why you need my tape? But whew, well, that cool weather this morning was short lived. It's not. I mean, it's not bad hot, but if you're working, and I'm right out in the middle of the sun. But anyway, guess I'm fixing to go get another log, and I was wanting to do a live a couple hours this morning, or maybe a little bit more, and wait for a guy to come pick up some cedar. But we're gonna be here to the end. Here, take this mic for a minute. Talk to him. Be right back.
They don't want to hear me speak. I don't know about the lumber. So we're actually been thinking about expanding some of the stuff in our business. Sorry, not building our business. What, baby? Talked about possibly building picnic tables. We got the lumber, and I even talked about some of our cedar cutoffs, cutting them and making some shutters. I think that'd be pretty nice. People like cedar shutters. Except for this, our Woodland Mills HM122. It is the entry level. It is the entry level mill. It's the cheapest mill right now. We have the cheaper one. It's got the 7 horsepower in it. Came out to about.
I keep saying 7. I think it's 7.5.
It's just 7 on it. Okay. It was about $2,600 after tax. We did have free shipping, but right now they're running a special with flat rate shipping. It's like $200 for shipping. It does come on a big freight truck, so if you order one, you have to be there and ready to receive the truck. It comes in a million little pieces, just like a kid's toy, that you got to put together. It took us about 2 days. If we were doing it like a full day, it probably would just like take us a day. Yeah. but it took us about 2 days to get it all together. And leveling it, he constantly has to level it to make sure you're going to cut level wood, or else you get wavy lumber, and that doesn't make for good business.
No, you know that.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling. So we're here in Southwest Arkansas. We're about 25, 30 minutes from Malvern. That's our closest, biggest town that way. If you go the other way, we're about 35, 45, 40 minutes from Fordyce. That has a little Walmart. Malvern is like I said, our next biggest town. It's got an interstate. It's got the big super center. Then we have Leola that's about 15, 20 minutes away, and it's got a Dollar General and a big Circle K. Of course, everywhere has a Dollar General except for our little neighborhood. And about 10, 15, probably not even 15 minutes, 10 minutes up the road, there's a beer store, not a liquor store. They only sell beer and some wine. They do not sell the hard stuff.
Good Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Yep, they have Hunt Brothers Pizza, and we stopped and got a pizza last night. We usually get one on Saturdays after we're done out here. A beer and a cold one. But sometimes when we come out here on a Friday evening after work, we'll get a pizza then. They actually have another in Lono, which is about 15, 20 minutes. There's a little gas station that makes food, and there's also Mama K's restaurant that's open like Wednesday through Saturday. They make really good food too. So we got some nice little things in our community. Can't wait to finally move out here and get stuff started. So like my plans is I want chickens, just a few, just for eggs for us. I'm not trying to sell eggs or feed the whole neighborhood. So just a little chicken coop for us, feed chickens for us. A cat, one cow, one pig. Just for like to fill our freezer, to butcher and fill our freezer. Steven wants to set up a deer stand out in we have wooded area back there that backs up to a cow pasture. So he wants to get him a deer stand and stuff set up out there so he can deer hunt on our property. He does have a lease where we currently live. We live about an hour away from here. He has a lease over there. That's about what, $300-$400.
I think it's $400 now.
It's like $400 for the season. His lease over there, which he hasn't hunted in. Gosh, he'll be going on 3 years. The first year was when Gage was born that he didn't hunt, and then the second year he got really sick. For our returning viewers, you know about Steven's medical stuff. For our new viewers, Steven has had a lot of health issues. Last year before that, we spent a lot of time in the hospital. He did have like a 7-day stay. He's had 3 strokes. He had like 80% blockage in his left carotid artery.
What, about that long?
Yeah, it's a pretty big
What
gash.
big, but a little.
And that surgery was about over a year ago. That was like May 5th. I just remember because it was May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. And we actually found out the other day that doctor who did the carotid artery surgery has since retired. And he was one of the good ones. Not saying they don't have other good ones, but he was one of the good ones. So it's a good thing we got it done when we did. What are you looking for?
Okay.
Gage, here's right here. So this meal is our life right. Oh, other plans. I've been looking up some ideas on Pinterest because I love Pinterest. Some like playground equipment for our little 3-year-old. We have our little toddler, but we also, Steven, and now since we're married, they're mine. We have grandkids.
Yeah.
Gage is the youngest out of all of them. We have grandkids, so we definitely need play equipment for when they ultimately come and visit. We want to have our own little pond. Was one of our wants to. We're gonna get a metal carport to go over the meal to kind of shade us from the sun. So we have big plans, and big plans come with big money, and we don't have big money. Steven is a logger full time, and if you know anything about logging, you have some good weeks and you have some bad weeks. Depends on the weather, availability of the tracks. I work for the great state of Arkansas, so I have a steady paycheck, but they pay me in peanuts basically. So it's just hard getting out here full time and getting done when we need to get done. Actually, coming up this fall, we've had this for a year, right? We've had our property for a year. Um, and I didn't realize how much goes into owning property, how much goes into buying like raw land. It's like our water line is on this side of the road, but to put in a water meter, it's going to be about $1,000. That's a $200 deposit to just turn the water on, and $800 for the meter. And then we have to have an electric pole, which if you buy those from your local hardware store for like a 200 amp pole, it's like $1,000. Then plus the deposit to turn that on. So it's taking us a little bit to get out here, but we're slowly, surely gonna get it done, get out here full time, and get to live our life. We got this land for our little baby. Hi from Scotland. Oh, I'm talking. Um, Building a legacy for our child. Gage will be 3 in October, and we just want him to have like all the skills. We want to be a good old country boy. That's my dream, and that's my prayer for him. Is to be a good old country boy, like the song "Country Boy Can't Survive." I want him to be able to hunt, fish, live off the land, be able to garden. I don't want him to have to depend on anybody. I want him to be able to do everything himself. So just trying to instill good values in him. And so when it's all said and done, and the God closes the curtain on us, Gage, this will be Gage's, and Gage will have it, and it'll be set up, and he'll know what he's doing. So that is really why we got this. Just trying to build a legacy, and get and achieve your dream. We all have a dream, so achieving the dream. And this meal is one of Steven's dream. He's been working in the logwoods all his life. Thank you so much, Jack. I don't think I'm a great mother sometimes. I'm still learning. Gage is my first child. Steven does have 7 other kids. They are all adults. Like I said, he has grandkids too. No great grands yet, but he has grandkids. His oldest grandson just turned 18 and graduated from high school, so that was exciting. Gage. And so we're just really trying to, because I have uncles, and Steven is like this too. He's a hardworking man, hardworking country boy. He knows how to hunt, fish, all that stuff. He tells me stories about how he's a little kid going off in the woods by himself, and killing squirrels and selling them for his bullets. And we just want Gage to have a good, wholesome life. Actually, I'm planning on quitting my job. Well, I'm not quitting working, but quitting the job I have now, because I work in Hot Springs, which is an hour away from where we live now or to where we're going to be living at. So it's about an hour drive. But when Gage starts to be kindergarten age, which won't be till he's almost 6, because his birthday's late for like the Arkansas cutoff, because the cutoff's like August 31st or 1st or something like that. So Gage's birthday's in October. We're going to be homeschooling him. I want to be able to not control, but there's just values and stuff that I want to instill in him. And if he's going to school, they're going to be instilling those values in him. And actually, one of our daughters, Steven's daughter, homeschools her children, and it's amazing. And I'm so excited to homeschool. We just want him to have good values. And Steven wants him to be able to use his head and not his hands. He's so smart. He's so smart, and he's just the joys in our lives. Yes, we are always learning, constantly. Even Steven at almost 56, he's always learning. Somebody was talking earlier about smoking meat, and he didn't know you could use certain woods. So I mean, every day you're learning. Like, the day you think you know it all is the day you die. You know what I mean? Because we all can learn something. You literally learn something new every day. Like at my job, I work in the child abuse field, child welfare here in Arkansas, and it's like you think you see it all, and then something surprises you. So like you said, you're never done learning. There's always something new to learn. You know, there's lots of great people on this channel. And there's lots of great people, you know, out in the real world that we can learn from. Older people, people who just been around it all the time. Like Steven's been running this mill for almost a year. It'll be a year in November since we've had the mill, and he still watches other sawyers and learns new stuff all the time. Um, like some of his favorite people to watch. He likes Sawmill Sandy, who runs a woodland. He likes Wilson Forest Yards or Forest Lands. I'm not really sure what he runs. And I think he watches Bearded Lumber. I'm not sure what they run either. And he watches Lumber Capital Yard. Not for the girls, if you've watched Lumber Capital Yard, not for the girls, but because they have a lot of great knowledge and they're out there doing the thing. And I think they run a big wood miser. They have a big lumber yard. So Steven is going and picking up another cedar to put on the mill. Like you said, we're waiting for a customer who actually builds furniture. He's out of Malvern. He builds cedar benches and swings. So he's coming to pick up a couple of pieces to finish up a bench or something. I'm not really sure exactly what he's working on. We have him linked on our Facebook page. If you go to our channel in our little bio up there where it kind of tells about us, we have a link to our business Facebook, which is Laws Mill. So we have some pictures of the lumber we've cut up, our price list, and some of the products that our customers have finished. Some I haven't gotten pictures of. Some I can't. The products are finished, but I can't share them on our business account because they asked me not to, just because I respect people's privacy. And if you tell me that you don't want me posting or sharing something, I'm not going to post it or share it. So we've had he's built benches. The other person has built cedar posts for their porch. And then we had a guy who got two by 12s, and he made shelving, which there's a short on here. He made shelving. Oh, here comes back Steve with the log. He's built shelving. So we love our viewers. We love our subscribers. We love our customers. We love what we do. We love God. We love our great state. We're all constantly learning and just trying to figure out what we're doing in life. You know, it's not too late to start your dream. It's not too late to start on your passion. Um, we never actually thought about doing YouTube. We were actually talking to the two sisters one day, and they're like, "We have a YouTube." It's like, "You guys should start a YouTube. People would love to see you milling wood." So we started a YouTube back in February, and we got over 2,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time between our shorts and our lives and our long videos. Um, so we just Stephen, he was so mad this morning that he woke up late because he's like, "I gotta get out there. I gotta get live. My people need me. They're expecting me to be on." So we love this. We love coming. It's not about. Of course, we want to get monetized. I mean, everybody wants to get monetized on YouTube if you are running a YouTube channel. Which, if there's anybody who has a YouTube channel, and they're maybe struggling for subscribers or something, just drop it in the comments. We don't mind going and following, subscribing, watching some of your videos. We love all kinds of content. What kind of meal does Wilson run? I didn't know what he runs.
Wood miser.
He runs a wood miser. I know Sandy runs a woodland, and Lumber Capital Yard runs a wood miser too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there anybody else that you watch? Bearded Lumber, but I didn't know what he ran.
A wood miser.
He runs a wood miser. It's funny, his favorite sawyers run wood misers, and we have woodland.
Well, there's quite a few I can't just name off top, but it's woodland mills.
Actually, if you go to the Woodland Mills page, and I forget what it is, but they have all of their their affiliated channels that they have on there that run. Sorry, they run the Wood Misers. I mean, sorry, Jesus forgive me, Woodland Mills, and we're actually trying. I sent them an email the other day, and we're trying to get seen by Woodland Mills. Is that a black widow? What is that?
Where?
You see that black dot right there?
Yeah, Where's the bug spray?
It's up there.
Oh, that. Down there real good. You'll see it right there. Don't want that to bite you. Although, good point. They eat insects. That's a plus. Mosquitoes or anything gets caught in the damn web. Hell, I guess that'd eat you if you got caught in the web. In the web, I don't know. Don't want to find out. All right, this one is probably
I'm glad to have you back.
this one's probably not going to be good lumber in it because it's got already got a bad spot there. I don't know. We'll see. What is your power on your phone? So we've been live for a while. For everybody's new in here, this is I'm gonna cut 1x6 out of this try to, which has got the solid down this end. It's rotten down this end. Now I could probably cut that off and see if it clears up, but I ain't got much to cut off to be 8 foot. But I could cut back to I'm just gonna cut it off just to see if it clears up any. Probably don't. That's the problem you run into with cedar. Do you know where my chain hole is? Yeah, somewhere. I cleared up a little. I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to see. Blah, blah, blah. Oh. Blah,
What it tastes like?
blah,
Tastes like your tongue?
blah.
It tastes like poop? No, does that taste like poop?
Folks, I'm going to try to cut 1x6 out of this. Don't know. It's not but like a little 8 inches, so it's going to be close to make it. We'll see. We will see. Well, we're going to finish doing this live, and then we got to head to Hot Springs. I think it may do it. I think it may do it. May be able to get it out of it. I don't know. Move. What time is it, babe?
It's 10.
Okay. How's everybody doing today? Well, when we got out here this morning, well, at one time the temperature got down to like 61 on the way out here in my pickup. I'm like, whoa, it's winter time. 61 degrees. But it's warming up now. Yes, sir, it is. Warming up nicely. Yeah, buddy. Warming up nicely now. Hey, babe, you got a marker? You give me a marker? Whew. Everybody's just come in here. Again, I'm cut. This is HM 122, Whitley Mills. Love my mill. Cutting 1x6s this morning. Cedar lumber. Well, come on. Uh, Well, go sit in the chair where Mama can come and open it for you so she can watch the dogs. Come over here, sit over here. Huh? Huh? Go sit over there. Comments just slowed down all more of a sudden, didn't it? Yes. Yes, sir. Thanks for asking, Cody. That was hard. Yes, sir. Appreciate you asking. How you doing on this pretty Saturday? I cut some really small logs this morning. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Oh, dang. Ugh. Ooh, I thought it done fell. Ah. This these blades I sharpened are cutting super well. I mean, this thing is slicing them. I ain't gonna lie about it. Surprise me. Surprised me a lot. I didn't think it cut that good. It's cutting super well. You know, not having one of them big fancy $900 uh, automatic sharpener, which wouldn't mind having one because you could put it on and walk away. Well, I have to do this uh, by hand, and it's not it's not automatic, but it's doing the job. That's for sure. I think I got it off of Amazon for less than $100, which I had to. Of course, I had to rearrange a few things on it, but hey, it's surprisingly doing good. Hey, that's yeah, that's pretty nice. How many you got to do? How many you got to cut up? All right.
Cattle corral, so I imagine a few at least. I'm hoping a decent amount.
Yeah. These the ones got the Ripper 37s. Yeah. Boy, that's beautiful. So, something wrong? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it looks like we're about to having to cut it short, but y'all look at that. That's beautiful, beautiful lumber. How much? How much time you got left? Well, everybody's in here for. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you like watching this kind of content. Uh, I'm cutting 1x6s this morning. Cedar 1x6s for a customer, and trying to get some done before it gets hot today. Whew. Whew. Well, I think that's all I'm gonna cut this morning. I got some business to tend to. Bring that drink to me, please. Uh, Appreciate everybody that's coming here and watch. Uh, oh crap. Uh, yeah, we got to go to Hot Springs, take care of a little business, and hoping I get to go pick up a little bit of cedar today. And enjoy everybody that's come in here. all the comments. Enjoy interacting with my viewers. Please like and subscribe, share if you don't mind, and even if you don't subscribe, I appreciate you coming here watching, and I enjoy. What? Oh yeah. Oh, my son over there petting the dog. Usually he's screaming because he's scared of them, and them dog wouldn't bite a flea. But anyway, for everybody have a good day. I really appreciate you coming here watching. Uh, might go back live this evening after, and I may do when we get to Hot Springs. Got maybe have a little bit of surprise what we do in Hot Springs. And if y'all want to watch me live again, you can tune in later. Probably I'm gonna go live or I'm gonna do a long video. And y'all check out my long videos. I sure need some more views on them. Uh, some of them pretty interesting. Uh, but anyway, I appreciate everybody that's in here. It's come in here and viewed me. And everybody have one wonderful day. Stay safe. Please like and subscribe. And goodbye, everybody.